Michael Jackson's Moonwalker is a hallucinogenic trip into a parallel universe where the legal system is replaced by choreography and the primary weapon against organized crime is the lean. Released in 1990, this game is the ultimate artifact of a time before. Well, before the 21st century happened to Michael's reputation. Let's dive into this 16-bit fever dream. The plot is simple. A villain named Mr. Big, who looks like a middle manager at a failing insurance firm, has kidnapped dozens of identical blonde children and hidden them behind bushes, inside dumpsters, and most concerningly behind closed doors in a seedy nightclub. Your job as Michael is to find them. When you do, they scream Michael, in a digitized voice that sounds like a haunted toaster, and then they disappear into thin air. You don't actually lead them to safety. You just touch them, and they vanish. It's best not to think about the physics or the optics of that for too long. High-velocity dust. You flick your wrist and a spray of magical glitter disintegrates a man holding a Tommy gun. The hat toss. A lethal projectile that returns to your head like a boomerang made of felt and pure hubris. The dance magic. This is the nuclear option. Michael spins, screams, and forces every criminal on screen to perform a synchronized dance routine. Once the bridge ends, the gangsters literally die from the rhythm. Their hearts simply cannot handle the 16-bit funk. The club. Michael walks into a bar, kicks a dog, yes really, and punches a jukebox to change the track. The woods. A terrifying forest where zombies rise from the grave. Michael's solution? Teach the undead the thriller choreography until they explode into blue mist. The secret lab. This is where things get weird. Michael rescues a specific child, a shooting star hits him, and he transforms into a giant, laser-firing cyborg. Greater than... Note. If the real MJ could have turned into a 15-foot chrome robot at will, the 90s would have played out very differently for the Santa Barbara County DA. Credit where it's due. The Sega Genesis sound chip was built for MJ, the renditions of Smooth Criminal. Beat It and Bad are genuine earworms. Even if you're currently beating a Doberman Pinscher to death with a sparkly loafer, you'll be humming along to the bass line. Final verdict. Moonwalker is a masterpiece of what were they thinking. Game design. It's fun, it's fluid, and it's deeply, deeply weird. It's the only game where you can save the world through the power of pelvic thrusts and expensive millinery. Play it for the music. Stay for the sheer absurdity of watching a mobster moonwalk himself into an early grave. The 15 extra lives cheat. If you find yourself getting gunned down by suited goons too often, you can start the game with a massive cushion. The code at the title screen, quickly press. Up, up, down, left, right, AAC. The result. If you hear a chime or sound, you've secured your 15 lives. Pro tip. Some revisions require you to do this before the demo starts, so be fast or be dead. Level select the 2-controller trick. This one requires some finger gymnastics and a second controller. Plug in controller 2. Hold up plus left plus A on controller 2 while you turn the console on or reset. While holding those, press start on controller 2. Now use controller 1 to start a new game. When the round 1 text appears, press left or right to cycle through the stages. How to become the robot Mecha MJ. This isn't a button code, but a pro-strot secret. In specific levels, if you rescue a very specific child first, a shooting star will fall. Catch it to turn into a laser-firing cyborg. Round 2 to 1. Rescue the girl in the top left window first. Round 2 to 3. Ride the elevator up and rescue the kid on the first floor immediately. Round 3 to 2. Rescue the first girl you see hidden behind a rock. Round 5 to 2. Go right from the start. Drop through the first opening, closing floor gap, and rescue the child behind that door. The Thriller Secret Revision 00 only. If you have an original launch copy, you can actually hear the Thriller song during the zombie levels stage 3. How? Hold B, and then perform your dance magic, hold A. Instead of the generic music, a 16-bit version of Thriller will play. Note, this was removed in later versions due to licensing issues, making Silence the actual king of pop.